Hi guys, this is just a quick update on our Revell PT Cruiser build that we're doing this weekend I guess. It is a very decent kit for being a curbside snap Tite kit. Got a ton of detail to it. We started off, I've added some few things to it. Start with our chassis here. I skipped the factory 5-spoke wheels and we went with some chrome steelies with baby moon caps on there. Our front ones and our back ones, and that is one of the ride height choices that comes on the kit. I didn't change the height of any at all. It comes with a high and a low hole, and that's was the low one. So we got those on there. These were the stock wheels. I mean, they weren't bad. That's what a standard PT Cruiser would have come with in 2001, which is basically what this is, a 2001 body style. I had the limited edition one. This is the touring edition, which had different wheels that had closer to a Camaro style wheel than this on it. But anyway, we decided to go. I was planning to go with the ever changed wheels, that I was going to go with this baby moon chrome steel wheel with the baby moon caps. It was always my plan if I ever put new wheels on the car. So let's take a look at the bottom again. Really good detail on it. There's a few things that are missing and I could point out, but one being there's that actual bracket or cage that the spare tire sat in, instead of just being, it's not like a truck where it's just bolted to the bottom of the car, and it's actually set on a cage. Was on like a trapeze that you will go into the trunk and screw it down with the lug wrench, and it would lower the wheel down to where you can unhook it and slide it out of the little cage. But other than that, underneath it looks pretty much what a PT Cruiser looks like. There are some things that are missing, again, for the detail's sake. There's the wishbone under here is missing, things like that. But for a curbside snap kit, it's got one hell of a decent bottom on it. I just painted it black. It came black already, but I put another coat of black on it, and then dry brushed some silver, and then picked out the tire and the plastic gas tank and the exhaust on it, transmission, and then just did a set of silver dry brush over the rest of it just to bring out some of the details. So that's our bottom plate. Just real quick. Got our front and rear bumper done. I may go back and touch up those backup lights. The kit comes with stickers for that, but they look kind of cheesy. I may look at them and see if I can trim them out and put them on there. If not, I'll just see if I can clean up my paint. It's a little bit sloppy on there. We use a photo etch license plate frame and the PT Cruiser decal there for the license plate on there. I think the 2001 and 2002, I think, were the only years that had the separate colored bumpers. After that, they all were the body color, part of the body plastics that were the same, in the same color as the body. The interior is going to give away the body color. And that's one thing all the PT Cruisers had, was a color matched instrument panel to the body paint color. And then most of them had, of all the ones I've had this same gray suede, leatherette, vinyl, whatever you want to call it, material for the seats, gray carpet. They do show on the back just separate, just like on the real one, the separate seat. The 1/3 would fold down, and the 2/3, which was, and then actually the front seat folds all the way down flat. The idea being that if you put the both seats would, front seat would fold forward flat, and this one would fold down, and then you could actually fit 8-foot lumber in the car. It was kind of a selling package for cargo space. But you could also, of course, you could fold down both seats and add cargo, but you actually could take the back seats out, and you had a boat, and you have a boatload of cargo space in there, almost as much as you could fit in a pickup truck bed. They did give us a sticker for like a base, a sub box there with a power amp. I stuck it in there, but I may pull it back out for final assembly. I haven't decided. See if we can get in here, because once it's in the body, you're not going to be able to see crap. I'm going to adjust my light. But inside that basically is exactly what the 2001 PT Cruiser looked like. The later years, the console had a glove box in between the seats, instead of just having the cup holders. And the just like on the real ones, I got the plastics. Anything that's a padded or stands out is a little darker gray plastic than the rest of the plastic for the body, and the vinyl leatherette covering stuff they had on there. Dark gray carpet is what it had in it. These little pieces here in the back, which they didn't include with far, I may still go back and scratch build it. Depends if there was a panel that would fit in here. And if you had the seats folded down, that lower bracket where you put the panel on there, it was a flush to fit across the floor, and you still had space underneath to store some stuff. Or you could put it all the way to the very top, and it would be a covered trunk space to hide whatever you had inside from the outside of the car. You couldn't see what's in it. Or you could take it out and actually would make you could hang it on the front hook, and it would make it have a table leg that dropped down and hooked into the hatch latch to make form a table. But that's one piece that they didn't include in the kit, which I may scratch build it or I may not. We'll see. If I'm feeling like it later today, I may throw one together and just stick it in there. But that is our interior. The other thing, the instrument panel came with the manual transmission pedals with all 3 pedals, the clutch, the brake, and the gas. But it came with an automatic transmission console molded in. So I cut the clutch pedal out. I guess if you were doing this and you wanted it to represent the turbo or one of the ones with the 5-speed, you would just cut out you would leave the clutch pedal, and you would cut out the shifter and replace it with a different shifter. So that's our interior. It's for being basic and a snap kit, it's got a lot of detail in it. All it needs is a Mountain Dew bottle sitting in there, and it has this front cup holders filled with quarters and pennies and dimes, and it would be just like mine. So that brings us to, which I can't touch it because I just put a clear coat on it, but we'll bring you up here to the body. Instead of showing the interior, gave away the color of the body. We went with it's a duplicate color. What is it? Ocean blue. Ocean blue metallic is what it is. We use the model car garage photo etch. Again, for the license plate, which we saw earlier. The front and side and rear badges on it. It comes with the turbo badges, the cabriolet badges. It comes with, if you get the Jimmy Flintstone has makes a panel van body version for this. That so he comes with those, the badging for that. It comes with a couple of other ones. I don't even remember what they were. So we just put the clear on this. I still have to paint the door handles with the AK Super Chrome, and I was gonna use the photo etch blocks and put them on there, but it was just as easy to just paint them with the Super Chrome. So once the clear coat is cured, we will put paint the door handles and the door locks, and then the body will basically be done. So that's that. So we still have to put in the obviously the headlight buckets. I'm working on. I still have to put. They didn't bring. They gave you. Let me adjust my camera here. The mirrors, but there was nothing. But they were empty, just hollow. But they did not give you anything, no chrome part or no clear part to fill it in. I'll say bring it to focus. So I filled it with putty, and I painted a gloss black on it. They're not perfect, but I'll cut out a little piece of foil tape and put them over that, and it'll look passable. So we've got that to do. Then we've got our clear parts to put in. We've got our rear tail lights and the windshield parts, and that's pretty much it there. The tail lights aren't quite right, but it'd be hard to fix them because on the real one, part of the tail light was orange for your blinker, and then the rest of it was red. But they made this molded it all in red. If they'd have molded it clear, I could have painted it properly. But instead, being a snap kit, that's something you got to live with. So we do have the sunroof light. Let me lighten this back out a little bit. It does have the sunroof, which mine had. I'll have to paint the third brake light in there on the clear part, and then they have a hole in there for a mirror, but I did not see a mirror anywhere, so I may have dig through my parts box and see if I can find a mirror. But that's where we're at. The next video on this will be the final, and then I think after that I want to start on something completely different. I won't start another car probably until October for the cancer awareness build. I'm going to do a car for that. I haven't decided which one yet, but we're going to do a car for the cancer awareness build. It might be the Firebird, the Flintstone Firebird, or it might be something else. But until the next video, we'll see you guys, and have a good weekend. Safe and happy holiday for Labor Day for the North America, and for the rest of the world. Have a nice weekend. Good morning, good evening, good night, depending on where you're at, watching the video, when you're at.